Hey, cucks and clowns, it's your old pal, me, Sneaky Adma. So out of all the shit that I've been talking about in my previous videos, I thought I'd lighten the good old chipper mood with a wonderful retail story. Now, I was actually going to make one today about people who return stuff, but I started recording it and it kind of sucked ass. So now I'm going to record this one, and this one's about someone who came in who was legally blind and in a wheelchair. And now you might be saying to yourself, Newts, I hope to God you don't make fun of somebody who's legally blind. And it's not necessarily the lady I'm making fun of. It's just about what was happening when she came in the store. Oh God, I'm gonna sound like such an asshole. So anyway, it was a one chipper day on a wonderful someday evening. I don't know. I was closing and I got called up to the front. Right, someone calls me up because they needed help. So I was like, oh, I gotta do my due diligence as a wonderful retail employee and help this fine American citizen find their sporting goods. You know. So as I work my fantastic small ass up to the front, my cashier looks pretty distraught. So I already know this is gonna be a great situation for your boy. I ask what needs to be required of me. I'm gonna fucking sneeze. Oh, there it is. Fuck. All right, back to the story. The cashier looks at me and whispers, "She's blind." And at first, I thought this was a meme and a half, right? I thought I was being fucking, like, pranked. Like, I was waiting for, like, the Ghostbusters to come out and say, "Are you scared because you're on fucking scare tactics and shit like that?" Nope, this was a real situation. So it's this mom and her son. Mom's in the wheelchair, the son is pushing, and I can already imagine how this came to be. How the son was the one to be stuck with the mom all day, right? And as fucked up as it sounds, I guarantee it went a little something like this. You have the mom and the son and the dad all in the house at once, and the dad's like rushing on his way to go to work before his wife asks for anything. She goes, "Harold, I need you to take me to Derms." And he's like, "Oh, sorry, dear, I gotta go to the grocery store." And as he runs out the door before she can respond, she screams and yells, "Anthony, I need you to take me to Derms." Anthony and his massive fro playing fucking Xbox 360 with his fucking memes on his little fucking Mac has a deep distraught side, because let me tell you one thing, if I've ever seen an unhappy kid, it was that motherfucker, right? Like, this guy was like dead on the inside. Now, I've never felt such like anguish towards the customer before in terms of my patience being, I have very, very large amounts of patience. Like, I am a very patient person when it comes to customer service because I have to be, and my patience really never gets stretched too thin. Like, I'm never not being nice unless the person's initially rude to me. But for the most part, even if someone's pushing my patience, I'm still pretty outstanding with customer service, I would say myself. There have been points where someone's pushed my limitations and I've just been like, seriously, dude, like, shut the fuck up and let's go. And this was one of those times. So this lady, rather my cashier, asked me to go find something in a certain size, and I went over to the one lady and started talking to get further information about what exactly she was looking for. Now, keep in mind, the funny part about this was, as I stopped talking, she kind of moves to the cashier because she can't fucking see and asks, "What color is this?" And I just thought to myself, I had a brief reflection. Now, I know there's like a certain percentage of what you can't see. Like, you can have like 30% vision and be considered legally blind. I get that, you know, whatever. But I might as well just take this and say, fuck that whole statistic. Just for this story solely and comedic relief, we'll keep it at that, right? 100% blind, you have to be blind. Okay, all right, good. Cool? Awesome. GG. So she asked the cashier what color a certain hoodie was, and I almost about lost my fucking shit because I was just sitting there thinking, I'm like, wait, you're fucking blind. How do you know what colors are? Oh God, dude, I'm going to fucking hell. And then my cashier goes into explaining what the color was to her, like, oh, this is blue, this is purple, this is, and I just wanted to kind of like silently tell her to stop because she's blind. She doesn't know what those fucking colors are. Now, anyway, with all that going on, she asks me if I have anything Nike and like some like a XXX or a XXX, and I go and check, and we don't. And then I tell her and proceed to tell her that any mainstream brands, aka Adidas, Under Armour, Nike, some other mainstream brands that we carry, I told her, do not come above an extra large. So nothing, no XXX, no 3X, no 4X, no 5X, right? None of that. And she still persists to ask me. I even said those brands, by the way. I said Adidas, Under Armour, and Nike. I said all three of those brands as the precedent for mainstream brands, which is what I told her. And she still asks me, do you have anything in Adidas in a size XXX? And I said, ma'am, I don't have anything Nike, Under Armour, or Adidas anywhere above an extra large. And then she asks me again, but this time she uses the word clearance. She goes, do you have anything in clearance Nike and over in a XXX or 3X? And I kind of sighed. I looked at my cashier. I was like, you know what? I'll just go check. So I walked away. Wasted about 2 minutes, 3 minutes of her time and my time looking and never found anything. Walked back over to her and said, nope, I don't. So then she persists to ask my cashier a couple questions, ask her this, that, put stuff back. There's all this fucking commotion going on that's just drawing my patience even thinner, to asking me to go get this, that, and the other. So I'm obliging. I'm a nice guy, and I'm not a piece of shit, even though I just made fun of a blind lady. But either way, she was just drawing my patience out beyond any fucking comprehension. And I understand because, she can't fucking see. So I bring her all these clothes that are in a XX and a 3X, showing her, and she's like grabbing it and pulling it close to her face. And I'm like, she's asking to feel it, but then she grabs it and pulls it close to her face. So that's where I kind of got the vibe that she's bullshitting us, and I thought I was being pranked. So then she asks if she has any particular shoe in a certain size, like any Adidas in her size. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I go back there, I go in our little shoe room, and I see my other manager, and I go, I'm about to take this motherfucker's wheelchair and push it in oncoming traffic. Pretty fucked up. But that's, honestly, it was so fucking annoying. And even at one point in the entire thing, her son walked away from the register, like gone, like completely disappeared. Nobody knew where he went. And she was like, Dylan, Darius, Darren, where are you? Like fucking 5 different names came out of this bitch's mouth. Like, do you not know your son's name or kid's name or grandkid's name or orphan's name or fucking random kid on the street you found and paid him $50 to push you around in a wheelchair name? Like, shit. So after all this happens, she finally decides to buy like 2 items out of literally like 40 different things that we brought her. And when she finally discovered that she just wanted to leave, I was still in the back room trying to find her a shoe, even though she never got a pair of shoes. So then she literally leaves this massive basket up front saying, oh, I'll be back for that tomorrow. By the way, she never showed up, which I was also informed a couple days ago that she actually did come back like 2 weeks later like a week or 2 after our encounter. Didn't ask for the stuff she originally found, but apparently it's so fucked up. The same kid that was pushing her around in the wheelchair left her in like one of the middle of the aisle somewhere, like just walked away, like unattended. Just a woman in a wheelchair that can't see is just left by her son. And that's so fucking terrible, dude. When she told me, I just couldn't stop. I couldn't breathe. I was wheezing, dude. That's so screwed up. Like, what a shitty fucking chauffeur. Like, how bad is that? Retail's fun, guys. If you ever get a retail job, make a YouTube channel. You'll make big bucks, man. You'll make it big. You'll make it big, man. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed today's story, slap a like on the video. If you like my content, subscribe to my channel. My name is Sneaky Adma, and as always, guys, have a freaking fantastic day.